Hello and welcome. In this one, I just want to introduce one of the most recent devices I've set up. This one I'm kind of dubbing as my gaming or retro rig, if you will. And as you can see, what I've got mainly installed on this one is games. So these three columns here, this one, this one, this one, all the way down, these are all desktop games. And this last column here, these are all terminal games. And just to quickly run through a couple things here, my main points on this one was budget-friendly device, super lightweight all the way around, and of course, like I said, retro and minimalistic games. This one's running on Zorin OS Lite. I am using a Lenovo 300E Gen 2. It has 8GB of RAM, 128GB SSD. I picked it up on eBay for roughly about $80. And of course, like I said, we're going to run through each of those games. And then one other item here, I did install what I thought was kind of nerdy and cool, which is called Cool Retro Term. So I'll showcase that as well. All right, I'm going to minimize this. And in the next video, we'll go ahead and jump into each of these games. All right, so in this first one, I'm going to go ahead and show some of the desktop games. I'll run through a couple of these, and we might do these in a couple video parts just so that way I can make it easier on segmenting this out. All right, so this first one is going to be Kapman. And obviously it's much like Pac-Man, and here we go. And obviously once we get our special items, we can capture the mummies and send them back to the tomb. And as we saw, once they get out of the tomb, they are faster again, and at which they can catch us. So that's Kapman. I will try to do this one quickly. This is Super Tux Kart. I won't lie, this one's a lot of fun. And if you do install this on older hardware, I'm just going to forewarn you, come into options, come down to graphics and bring down graphical effects level. And then you might also want to resize your aspect ratio. All right, we're going to come down to single player. I'm just going to grab this one. We'll do soccer. Pick the soccer field. We have a goals limit, 3 goals to win. We have 3 on our team plus us, that's 4. They have 4 on their team. I'm not going to play the whole game. I'm just going to play for a couple seconds here, or a minute. We'll see. Yeah, so don't hold the keys early because it will kind of hinder you from moving like it just did me. That is nitrous, and you can use the nitrous for obviously going faster, but you can use the nitrous by using the letter N on your keypad. All right, and I said keypad, I meant keyboard. And then if you get special items, you can use those special items by clicking the spacebar. Ooh, got it. Keep rolling, buddy. No! Oh, of course it would. All right, I'm gonna zoom back around here. Or not. Got him. All right, get this sent back around. Oh no, no! So anyway, like I said, I was going to try and do this one quickly, but I really wanted to get a goal, and I don't think that's happening. Oh, of course you would. Anyway, I probably need to get out of this one before I turn this into the entire video. So that's Super Tux Kart, and of course, they got a goal on us. All right. We're going to close out of this one. All right, next one is Super Tux. And start game. Story mode. All right, and of course through this one, arrow keys to move forward and back, and then spacebar to jump. We don't want to let these little guys get us. I don't know if they're supposed to be snowballs, but that's what happens if they get you. All right, anyway, here we go. So exclamation points will tell us some like details. So bonus blocks, boop. We can hit these here, collect some coins, jump on those snowball guys and gals. And right here, another bonus block, or explanation block, I should say. So the eggs, that's the egg there, and it makes us bigger. And like I said, I am no gamer by any means of the imagination. I just do this stuff for kind of like a brain break. And anyway, I think we get the gist of this though. I might go a couple more here. Oh yeah, the fire, okay. Tux Dog gives you 100 coins. Awesome. Oh no, see, didn't even get to use it. Oh. And these are checkpoints where we see the bells. Anyway, that is Super Tux. Oh yeah. Little icicles will fall down. And to do that little special bounce, we just do the down arrow key like it's showing us over there. Like that. Oh, sugar honey. Anyway. Alright, that's going to be it for this one, and we'll jump through a couple more games in the next video. Alright, in this next one, we're going to go ahead and get started with Legend of Edgar. And I'll just apologize in advance. It's got a lot of tutorial to start. I'm just going to use spacebar to blow through it all. If you want to use the tutorial and learn how to play the game, definitely install it and walk through that. I just don't want to bore you half to death with walking through each of these interaction icons. So we're going to go ahead and escape to get out if we want to get out. We can start a new game. Obviously we're in tutorial. We can escape to go back. And I'm just going to spacebar, get through all these dialogues, and arrow keys to move, space to jump. We're going to pick this key up just by walking over it. It's going to open our door. We can use C to pull the lever, spacebar to get down, jump. And if we want to move this box, we can walk into it, hold C, back up. And if we want to see our inventory, we can hit Z. We can close it. Now we got a shield, and we can use Alt to block. Oh. So anyway, Legend of Edgar. Next one is Bomber. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we have the bomber that's going to fly overhead, and we can use the spacebar to drop the bombs on the structures below. And it doesn't let you drop in like rapid succession, so you just got to kind of be like methodical about which ones you want to drop first. Obviously we want to go for the taller ones, so as we drop lower, we don't fly into it. And just, I'll show you here, like that. It'll start back over at the top, and then we can drop the bombs again. Close out. Next one is Pixel Wheels. I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of fun. it is arrow keys to move. And if we hit these little arrows, it will make us go faster. Oh, I always forget about the little bombs on the back of the cars. If we get any of the special items, we can use them by pressing the spacebar. But my luck is not going well on this one. Oh, sugar honey. That was the last lap too. Anyway, that one can get kind of fun, especially if you really want to win. All right, so that's going to be it for this one, and then we'll dive through the last 3 desktop games in the next one. All right, in this next one, we're going to get it started with Cosmic Expansion. And as soon as you start, your ship will automatically start firing. We got that force field, and the little ships, they do not return fire. But these larger ships right here, they do return fire. And I do believe, basically if we lose the force field, we can only take 1 shot. And that's it. All right, next game is Sonic Robo Blast. It's okay. I'm just going to walk through the controls and just quickly show like what the map looks like, and then we'll just hop right back out. Not my favorite. Enter to skip. So it's W to move forward, S to move back, D for right, A for left. We can use the mouse to change our view and or the arrow keys here. And then to do the roll, it is 1 space. To do a fast roll, it's 2 spaces. Anyway, this is Sonic Robo Blast. All right, the next one is Xonotic. Hands down, my favorite game on here, period. This one is like a stadium shooter game, so we're going to go ahead and get this one fired up. I will try to also do this one quickly, but this one is a lot of fun, so I might get caught up in this one for a second, and I apologize in advance. As well, I hope my screen recorder holds up. I'm using a very budget-friendly device, and I'm using screen recording and playing the game at the same time, so we're going to see how this works. All right, so we're on level 1, deathmatch, and I'm going to go ahead and hit join, but before I do, WASD to move, and we can use the mouse, of course, to change our view, and to change our weapons, we can use the numbers, so we can use 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever placement it's in. We can even use the mouse wheel to jump through them. I'm just going to use the mouse wheel because it's easier, and to fire the weapons, whether it be to fire or melee, it's the left click for primary fire, left or right click for secondary fire and or melee. So here we go. Boom, some armor. All right. Oh, sorry. I was looking at my weapon scheme over there. All right, here we go. Oh, shotgun, okay. Got myself though. And space to respawn. And let's pick us up another weapon. Ooh, he definitely got me. Need to get some more armor. And some more health. Oh, nothing here. Ooh! Where'd everybody go? Gotcha. So like I said, I was gonna try and do this one quickly. Don't think it's gonna work out. Oh goodness. Anyway, I think you get the gist of this one. Definitely a fun game on this one for sure. I think we're almost done with the round though, so I may as well just finish it out. Oh, where'd you go? I knew I was gonna do this with this game. And only, oh, okay, I mean, 4th place, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Anyway, that's Xonotic, super fun. And that's gonna be it for this one. In the last video, we'll just jump through the terminal games. Alright, in this one, we're just going to walk through the terminal-based games. This first one is Ninvaders. And drag this to the center. Hit space to start. We'll see our little guy right here. And we can move with the arrow keys. Hide behind these, I don't know what you'd call these, like structures or ships. This one, I like this one way more than I like Cosmic Expansion, but that's just me. I know they're pretty much the same thing overall. All right, next one, Nsnake. I think we pretty much know what this is, but nonetheless, arcade mode, we can just hit enter. We can see the snake right there. High score at the bottom, right here. Score, and then our speed. And then arrow keys to change direction. I'll just get the 1 and then we'll pop out. And this is what I was going to pop out. It takes a hot minute when it's in the first couple stages. All right, we're going to close out of this one. Next one is Buggy. And we can hit Y to start. We get our Buggy right there. And we can use the spacebar to jump these craters. And if we miss or land into one, that's what happens. All right, and just while we're on the topic of terminal, even though we're done with our terminal games, I do want to show one more thing. I'm going to open up the terminal by going to use some shortcut keys, so Control-Alt-T. And while I have this open, I want to use this command here, which is cool retro term. And you actually have to install this, but I thought this was kind of neat. It gives like the old CRT monitor with kind of like the hazing or hazy lines coming down, and you can actually use it like you would your actual terminal to navigate within directories. And so we can see all the desktop launchers that I've created, and we can even print them out by, we'll do Kapman desktop. I don't know, I thought that was really cool. And that is it for this one.